Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. So, for this week, seniors have to turn in their Chromebooks on Wednesday. So, I made this assignment this week for optional for seniors. If you are a senior and you have to turn in your Chromebook on Wednesday, but you need to raise your grade, this is a great opportunity to raise your grade. As seniors, I still expect you to answer the daily questions, including on Wednesday. I understand that a lot of you, don't have access to technology, so I understand that. That's why seniors is optional. Seniors, if you have a good grade and you're comfortable with your grade, then this is optional for you. Good work. You worked really hard and you are finished. For those of you who are not seniors, we still have a couple more weeks of school. It's okay. You'll have your turns as you become a senior over the next couple of years. Don't worry. You'll finish early too. But you got to hang in there with me and with everybody else. So if you are deciding to do this week's assignment, or if you're an underclassman, the first thing you're going to do is watch this video, answer the daily question as normal. So let's talk about this week's assignment. So essentially, this week is not terrible. I understand that a lot of other, classes have other things you're doing. I get it. So on Monday, which is today, you're just watching this video. Tomorrow, you're going to be doing activity 1, the types of engineering video. You're going to answer some questions with that video. And then, here, I can show you it. There's a couple questions before, then I asked you to watch the video. Then you answer these questions after you've watched the video. Then on Wednesday, you're actually going to be digging deeper into a specific branch of engineering that you choose. So I'm just basically asking you what's your favorite engineering branch or type based off of what you learned in the video. I just show you 21 different types of engineering, and you're going to pick one, and you're going to dig deeper into it and then do some research. What colleges nearby offer that? How much do you think it costs to complete that degree and move on? If you don't know, if you're kind of confused, if you don't know how much it will cost, give me an educated guess. I don't want to hear $1,000. That's not accurate. We're going to be talking about thousands of dollars here. Not to burst your bubble, but I want to see a nice educated guess here if you can't get a specific answer. And then on Thursday, you're going to be doing this introduction to Tide. So I explained here, last week we talked about STEAM. STEAM is different than STEM because STEAM has the art integration in it. It's more like an emphasis on the arts as well as science, technology, engineering, and math. Before, it was just STEM, and then they realized, when you combine all of them together, you are making essentially art. So that's kind of why they threw art in there, because art comes out of science, technology, engineering, and math. It really does. I'm introducing you to another one that is Tide. Tide is not really well known. It's kind of newer. It stands for Technology, Innovation, Design, and Engineering. So you can tell just by the verbiage, they're aiming for a similar type of, idea here, but they have slightly different main words that they use, different verbiage. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Maybe you go to college and then somebody says this in conversation. I just want you to know what Tide stands for in engineering. And then I have you kind of compare and contrast a little bit, talking about STEM, STEAM, and Tide. Which one's the most meaningful to you? Which one do you kind of believe in the most? And then I have you make a poster. So in this, keeping in mind all branches of engineering that I showed you before, I want you to create a TechEd acronym. What is the brand new TechEd acronym that's going to be out there in 5 years? You tell me. And then you're going to make a poster with that acronym. So I kind of give you an example. I just made these up on a whim. Maybe it's going to be PEACH in 5 years. Problem solving, engineering, art, critical thinking, and hypothesize. I don't know. Any terms like that. You're picking 4 to 10 words that relate to TechEd, and you're going to make a poster with that acronym on there. So I'd make a poster. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be on 8.5 by 11 paper. And it can say PEACH. and then I would like label PEACH and then write problem solve, like right out there, like P stands for the problem solving, E stands for the engineering. And then for every one of those letters, I'm going to insert a picture just so that people can visualize what you're talking about when they're reading that. So if I have peach, if I say peach, that's going to be 5 letters, 5 pictures. Like 1 picture for problem solving, 1 picture for engineering. I just want to see, that's what makes a poster fun, right? Is you see like a visual of what you're learning. I kind of go into more in depth of what I want here. Make sure it's appropriate to all branches of engineering. I don't want, like, for example, structure, in the acronym. That wouldn't be a terrible thing. You can argue that structure maybe is kind of relating to all branches of engineering, but that's kind of really specific to certain types of engineering, So that's kind of what I was aiming for there. Kind of be a little bit vague, like make sure that all branches are covered. You can, like, for example, you can incorporate Tide is applicable to all branches of technology, education, and engineering. STEM, STEAM, you know what I'm trying to say? I think you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just over explaining it right now. All right, so, and then on Friday, you're gonna put your picture of your poster here. I do want to mention, I got a couple people saying, I don't have the supplies to make, what did we make last week? We did a Flipgrid, and we did, a letter, a card. There are some people saying, I don't have supplies to make this letter. So I'm giving you the option, for those of you who did not make a card or letter to the middle schoolers explaining why they should take technology education, they had to make a virtual one. So I'm throwing this out there this time, that if you don't have, paper or markers or anything, then you are to complete the poster virtually on this poster. You just click on this and you would hit delete, click on this, hit delete, and then make your poster right here, virtually. If you choose to make your poster virtually anyways, even if you have the supplies, that's fine with me. I would kind of rather you work with your hands more, like hands-on, but if you are feeling the need to make it virtually, go for that. So the lesson plan for this week, remember you can find this by going to CEP lesson plans, and then week of May 11, this would pop up. So I was just explaining that Monday you're just watching the video, Tuesday you're watching the video I provided on YouTube and answering questions. Wednesday you're digging deeper into your favorite branch of engineering and you're researching a little bit. And then Thursday you're making that poster, learning about Tide for the first time most likely. And then on Friday you're kind of reflecting on the role of Tide and technology education, kind of comparing and contrasting STEM, STEAM, and Tide. And then you're reviewing your work, and then you're hitting submit. Also, because I kind of gave you this Friday as a freebie, catch up on missing work. Like, go back, fix mistakes, submit it to me. I'll accept late work, especially to you seniors out there if you're still watching. Go back and fix your stuff. I don't want you to leave here with a poor grade. So that's kind of my advice to you. But anyways, if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know. This week shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, you have a great week, guys.